Ladies and gentlemen, in this video I'm going to be showing you a very outstanding and quite spectacular set of games today. All of these games were played by a series of individuals with very different ratings, I should say. And they were all special in unique ways. In this first game, these two players were around the 1000 to 1100 rating. Now this is a blitz game, so they're 1000 rated, 1067 rated, 1067 rated in Blitz, and 1089 rated in Blitz. Now, hang on, I'm going to just grab my drink in my Pawn Storm mug. Check out the link in the description if you want to get one too. And let us start this game. White starts the game with e4 and c5. Now, for total newbie in chess, this is called the Sicilian defense. It's a very popular, very well-known opening in chess. There are many variations of this opening. And if you want to see a 10-minute beginner's video on the Sicilian defense, check out this video right here in the corner, and I will teach you the best I can in just 10 minutes of how to use this amazing chess opening. Queen c5, queen to f3 is played by white, which I have never really seen queen to f3, but I don't know, maybe it's a new move that white plays now. Knight to c6, bishop c4, e6. This move, this opening by black, the variation is either like the Khan Sicilian or the Taimanov or something. I don't really know. There's so many of them. d3. But if you want to know, I like to play the Najdorf Sicilian. You can tell your friends if you learn an opening like this, you can say, yeah, I know how to play the delayed ring gamut against the Sicilian defense, so come at me, bro. You know, you can do that. Knight e7, c3, d5, e takes, and we have this trade now. We have black with a center pawn and white, they both have a d center pawn. And this pawn attacks white, so white goes bishop to b5, and now we have a trade. And h4. This is a very interesting move by white. I have never seen h4. Maybe it's just a new move that this guy found on Reddit chess. I'm not sure. But anyways, h4, queen e7 check. Actually, I'm going to get a coaster for this. I should probably put it on a coaster. Queen e7 check, and knight to e2. Knight to e2 is fine. If I was white now, I would probably go... Sorry, I didn't mean to say it. It's fine. If I was white now, playing with white pieces, I would probably go bring my bishop out, because my dark square bishop is not doing anything, just sitting there. Maybe bishop to f4. Bishop f4 is fine, yeah. Bishop e6, bishop g5 now. I guess the only reason white went h4 is so they could go bishop g5. I'm guessing that's the only reason. Otherwise, I don't know why they did it. Queen to d6, and now they just bring it back. Okay, I guess that was the only reason they did it, because now black foiled their plan by moving the queen, and now they have nothing else to do, so they just move it back. And now we have a trade of minor pieces, and now we have knight to d2. So far, besides weird kind of choices by white, both sides are even. White has two bishops, and black has... White has taken two bishops and has two knights, and black has taken two knights and has two bishops. Bishop to e7, and now both sides are ready to castle. It's black's move. Black goes h5. Okay, it's fine. It stops the pawn from going to g4. The bishop can also go into g4. You know, it's okay. Now we have long castles by white, which is a fine thing. Bishop g4, and black just delays castling for a long time. Okay, so we have a trade of queens, and white just gives up a knight. Which, okay, I thought you guys were 1100. I don't know why you're playing this. I guess I should say, actually, white is 1067, you know, so they are a little bit lower rated than black. Bishop takes e2, rook de1. Okay, so now black is just up a piece. And then go bishop takes d3, and now we have e4, d takes, and they just do this. Okay. Now, they did not have to do this. I don't know why they did this, but... whatever, it's fine. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Rook to c8, rook he1, rook c7, and they just black just gives up castling altogether. If you didn't know, if you move one of the rooks, if you move one of the rooks, you cannot castle on that side. You can still castle on the other side. If you move your king, you cannot castle at all. King c2, f6, b3, king f7, and black locks down the pawns over there, and now brings the dark square bishop, and okay, they have a trade of rooks, which is not a good idea for white because they're just down a piece. Now we take the pawn, and we are going to go after this king, like that. Okay. So white is just totally lost. Yes, totally lost. And now what I would do is I would just bring the king. You have 3 passed pawns, and there's literally no way for white to stop all of them. And there you go. And they decide to not even sacrifice their rook, which should be the normal move to do, but instead they give this meaningless check, and you go here, and now they have no more checks, and now you can just mate them very, very easily, like that. And that. And you don't do that. Instead, you go king c3, and then you make another queen. Instead, I guess black could have done it with the king and queen. That's fine. They didn't want to. Instead, they're going to make a knight. No, I'm just kidding. And after a couple moves, it's checkmate. Yeah. They could have also done this with a rook, I think. But it's fine. Okay. Now, that was game number 1. Black won this move in 63. Black won this game in 63 moves. Now, this person playing with the black pieces, James Baptist 2001, which I'm guessing maybe that's the year he was born. I don't know. He got a little bit of rating, so he went up to 1,096. And let's see another game that he played right after this game. Okay, so now James Baptist 2001 is playing against Mike Jones 2324. Mike Jones, you couldn't do better than that? Okay. I mean, if that's your real name, then it's fine, but e4, c5. This game is 26 moves long. e4, c5. Again, James Baptist playing with the black pieces. Rated 1096. c4, e5. And we have this quite ridiculous formation. I mean, just look at this. It's just something you see in a 400 bullet game. It's just silly. Black castles early. Queen to d8, rook b1, queen f5 check, king f1, and this. Okay, now white is up a pawn, but no. Black is up a pawn, but let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. Queen to d2, h5, rook takes a5. And so far, everything is fine. But now we have this. Okay. And black hangs their queen. Yep. And they resign immediately. That's a sad end to this story. Okay. And after this game, James Baptist went down to 1,088. Because he was playing a high-rated person, he would have gained more rating, probably. But he only lost, what was that, 8 points or something? Yeah, okay. Now, these games I'm going to show you now. Oh boy, buckle up for these games. Okay, guys, so we're going to take a little bit, we're going to dip our toes a little bit in the earlier rating pool, so you'll see what I mean. Here we go. Now, for this last game I'm going to show you, this is a rapid 10-minute game, and we're playing a 8-10. This Boomer Sailor guy, I think I might have covered some of his games before, maybe under a different name, but yes, I have covered his games before, and this guy is playing Liker94. Look at, I mean, he's playing, his rating is 777. I mean, you can't ask for a better number than that. It's such a great number to be rated. Okay? I guess the only better number would be like 7,000, but that's not possible. So this is the second best rating you could ever be. Even better than like what Hikaru or someone is at, 3,300, 3,400. rapid, or 3400 blitz, I should say. This is better than that. Okay. Now, e4. Oh, sorry. e4, e5, d4. This is the Scotch gambit. No, sorry. This is the Danish gambit. But instead we have knight c6 instead of taking. This would lead us into the normal stuff. I don't even really know how this whole thing goes, but you can play it any way you want. I don't really care. Just so long as you don't do something you'd regret. Okay, this is the Scotch gambit because we have this. Bishop to d3, bishop to f6, castles, h3, c6, bishop e5. So far, so good. No trades yet. Again, check it out in the link below. You'll be supporting the channel, and if you don't want to buy the merch, that's fine. If you don't want to buy the merch, the stuff, we have shirts and stuff too, like this one behind me, right there. If you don't want to buy any of that stuff, just subscribe or like the video. It's the same thing, just supporting the channel in a different way. But if you want to be part of the club, if you want to be part of the true fan club, then you can go check out some of the stuff. We have stuff like stickers and stuff, like super cheap stuff, but like if you do it, you'll be supporting the channel and it'll be very much appreciated. Bishop e5, c takes d5, a3, knight to a6, knight c3, d takes, bishop takes, and this. And I mean, this is just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. White could have just taken. Okay? White could have just taken the pawn like that. Okay? Still doing the same thing, except now you're just gonna get forked. The pawn is forking you. It's just dumb stuff. Okay? And now white is just losing because they're down a piece and a pawn. Okay, now if I was white, I would kick out that queen as fast as humanly possible. I would probably go not there, probably. And that's fine. But now we have knight to e4, and now being black is kind of being a little bit squeezed, if you know what I mean. You know, white is getting in there. Be careful. Knight takes d3. Rook to d1, bishop a6, queen f3, b4, knight takes d6. Okay. Knight e7 check. And this is where the final blow happens, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you stayed to the end of the video. Knight takes f7 check. King h7. Queen e4 check. g6. And queen takes g6. Checkmate. In 27 moves, white went from being down a piece to checkmating. That's a sign of a good player right there. Okay, now, that's the last video. Thank you all for watching. Check out the Sicilian video. You can check it out on the end screen here. Subscribe right here. See you all in the next video. May or may be merry on the chessboard.